Hey, peace, world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Let's jump right into some bite down boxing. Last night they had a card on DAZN, Golden Boy card, headlined by Jaime Munguia for the WBO Intercontinental, I believe, middleweight, a vacant title against Toriano Johnson. I'll get to that in just a second. Very interesting promotion and promoting being done by Golden Boy. I don't know if Golden Boy has a YouTube channel. They might. I know they did some stuff on Facebook, which I'm no longer on, but just the dissemination of information, pictures, quotes from the fighters, pretty much non-existent. And they may have lost the PR guy that they had, going into this or getting into this pandemic. Maybe they don't have him any longer. I don't know, man, but we knocked Eddie Hearn, but he made he shared his opinion on it. But to put these fights in certain environments and to just not do much exciting and nothing visually, nothing that stimulates people visually or anything, and just the coverage here, the way that the presentation of all of this, it leaves a lot to be desired. So let's just jump into the fights, man. I heard names during the week like Lamont Roach, Beck the Bully, and so on and so forth, and didn't even realize it until this morning that those fights were not on the card. But Beck the Bully had a third round knockout that I don't believe was shown on the stream. Lamont Roach, he had a third round knockout victory. And then the youngster, Tristan Kalkruth, he went the distance in a 6-rounder and earned a unanimous decision. So let's jump to what was on the card. I want to say it got started with Salim Urbina and Marlene Esparza in an eliminator fight. I apologize, I don't know their weights. Light. But hell of a job from Esparza, man. I mean, she did pretty well against she didn't do a horrible job against Sinessa Estrada, but the headbutt thing came in and the fight got disrupted and ended early, and that shows you how skilled Estrada is, to be honest. But Urbina, I don't know if maybe some of the bad blood leading into the fight, I don't know if that had her a little out over her skis a bit, but she just looked like she just got outclassed, to put it simply. Esparza, for the majority of the fight, her distance, the management of her distance and range, was better. Her punching concepts, like the sequences and stringing punches together, was better. She was setting up shots. Sometimes she had the chin tucked. Sometimes she was in the shell. Sometimes she was working double punches with either hand, hook, uppercut, hook. When she wanted, she just, I wouldn't say masterful job, but she just did everything that she wanted to do, and she showed several wrinkles. She just showed she was a much more polished fighter than Urbina. Urbina, I think in the third or fourth round, she managed her range better instead of kind of crowding herself and leaving herself open for what Esparza wanted to do. She did a better job in the third or fourth round. Her coach got in her ass about it too. So that's what I'm saying. I think early on, she just thought she could impose herself on Marlene, and she realized that whatever they did back in the amateurs when Urbina was briefly at USA Boxing or whatever, Esparza showed her that she showed levels. Simply, she showed levels. she just outclassed her, man. I wasn't really rooting for Urbina, but I mean, I kind of I like her. Esparza seems to have some. She seems to stir up a lot of noise and messiness. It was issues with Estrada. It was issues here. So now I wouldn't say her drama queen because I don't know her career like that, but she seems to bring the theatrics and the drama and whatnot with her. But a good win from her. 80-72 on two cards, 78-74 on the other. Salim Urbina, her left eye, I believe, was swollen pretty good from from starting from the middle of the fight, and that's because she got into this rhythm where she would slide and then lean towards her, slide and then lean towards her, and our Esparza was making her pay with that. She did come back in the 7th round, maybe in the 8th round. Urbina had some better looks, but she just got outclassed. So shout out to them. We'll see what happens as Esparza moves into an opportunity for a title fight. Elwin Soto and Carlos Buitrago. I thought Buitrago boxed well all night, but he rarely changed things up. And I was a little disappointed in Soto with with him being able to stop Acosta in such an exciting fight. I thought he tried to load up too much throughout this fight. Like maybe he didn't respect Buitrago's chin or his boxing ability. But Soto moves really well. He's explosive, good timing, good power. Buitrago took his punches all night long. I didn't agree with the cards 119, 109, 117, 111, and 115, 113. I probably would have went 116, 112, maybe 115, 113. Because like I said, Soto wasn't all that impressive, and I think coming off of this layoff, a number of things could have contributed to it, but and Buitrago boxed pretty well. He used his jab. He had the advantage in length. He fought smart. He took some shots, a couple of flush ones, but they never were like. He rarely allowed himself to catch that truly big shot flush. And that's because a lot of times he was kind of boxing with one foot out of the pocket, or with the exit already on his mind versus standing and really mixing it up and exchanging, with the heavier handed guy. But Soto, he retains his WBO light flyweight title, and I look forward to seeing the kid again. Like I say, he's a talented kid, good skills, good power, and can be an exciting player there in that division. I just would attribute it to being a little rusty. Then we have Ellis, Rashidi Ellis, and Alexis Rocha. Again, another another situation where Rashidi Ellis just outclassed Rocha, who really didn't show a second game plan, or definitely not a third adjustment. Ellis, I would have, he gets the win, 116, 112 on two cards, and then 115, 113 on the other. Being kind of on the outside looking in of everything important at welterweight, I thought he needed even though Rocha was an excellent opponent, especially at this moment, and it's an in-house fight. Both guys are golden boys, golden boy fighters. Somebody had to lose their Ellis, this really doesn't project him into the championship picture per se. And just because it's Golden Boy, I mean, does it set up a fight with Virgil Ortiz Jr.? That's not. That's I think that moves Ellis to like 22-0, 23-0 or something. You would want to move towards the titles versus having some kind of in-house fight with a Virgil Ortiz Jr. You would rather both of those guys get to title opportunities if possible. But based on the business at welterweight, which is just crippling for a lot of the guys that aren't under the PBC banner, you just got to get in where you fit in. Ellis can box. He can punch pretty well. I would have liked to see him land some more heavier shots. he was smaller than he's a smaller guy than Rocha. Um, Rocha just came out, man. He was aggressive early in the ninth to try to change the fight a little bit, but he could never land anything to really get Ellis in in trouble or threaten to really change the outcome of the fight in any way. Ellis just boxed better all night, man. Made him pay, made him miss, made him pay. Worked inside as well, changed up the real estate in places. Just beat him. You know what I'm saying? Just beat him. Get into the main event, Jaime Munguia against Toriano Johnson. Johnson had a bit of a fast start, but he just seems like an older fighter to me. There's no special effects with Jaime Munguia. He won the fight with the sixth round, where an uppercut, a right uppercut, I believe, split. Had a really ruptured the top lip of Toriano Johnson, and they had to stop it. Like I said, no special effects there, man. I mean, but the kid's a fighter. He has over 30 fights. Is he going to improve? Is he going to get into the pound for pound? Is he going to unify titles? I don't know about any of that, but he's gotten to where he is, and Golden Boy will try to, whether they try to steer him in a way that there's an eventual fight with the Canelo Alvarez, maybe. Do they let him get at these other, or do they let the other middleweight champions get at him? I don't know. One thing about it, like I said with these athletes, and especially with boxing, it's not like you climb up those stairs. It's not like it's a blowout game, and in the second half you can rest your starters. And in saying that, I mean that whoever he fights is going to have a chance to punch him in the face and go to the body and beat him and show him what the pundits and the experts say he's not. And nobody's done that yet. Well, maybe Hogan did. Did he fight? Was it in a way that he fought? He looked better against him than playing for a smaller guy. So I mean, I'm just saying, he's gonna go in here with the skill set that he has, with the ability that he has, with the amount of talent that he has, and these fighters will have the chance to beat him. And you might have to knock him out to beat him until he gets to the cash out fight with him, if you will. But you have the chance to beat him. He's probably not going to gain a whole lot more skills. He just is what he is. But he gets the victory here, and we'll see. Anyway, man, that's last night. Hell, in an hour or so, hour and a half, we have the DAZN card. Over in the UK at the SSE Arena, Wembley, with Chisora, Usyk and Chisora. So and another good women's fight in Hannah Rankin and Savannah Marshall. So Camboso Jr. and Lee Selby and all of that. So that's on there. Anyway, man, let me get on out of here. Enjoy the fights tonight. You have the pay-per-view if you're going that route tonight with Gervonta Davis and Leo Santa Cruz. And and then ESPN Plus, which is where I'll be with the Monster versus Maloney and another women's fight with Michaela Mayer and Iwa Brodnicka, who lost her title on the scales yesterday. So again, my name is Woodman. Bite Down Boxing. Don't let them count you out. Pay me no mind. Sports and entertainment. You don't have to start to be great. You don't have to be great to start. You have to start to be great. Peace.